It's basically a raised rib roof. Instead of having just standard shingles on top of your building like this, you can actually have raised trestles coming up out of it like this, just to give it a different effect, kind of like support beams coming up out of it. So let's kind of jump into this on how to actually do this. Let me grab this material right quick, and I'm gonna get to my line tool. And you can pretty much build your roof system kind of however you want. And what we're going to do here is I'm just going to fill this in just like I did before on the first part, using my line tool. This takes quite a bit of playing with to pretty much get it exactly the way you want it. But let's go ahead and chop off that end because we're not going to need it. But there we go. So we have just a basic everyday roof just like this. So the next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my selection tool and I'm going to copy a 2 voxel thick section like this. I'm going to do a Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Let's bring this down and mirror it, or excuse me, put it exactly on top of the existing roof system. So I've got it kind of embedded, floating right there where the existing roof section is. I'm going to come out 1 and I'm going to go up 1. And I'll kind of maneuver this so you can actually see this. So it's literally hovering over top of it like this. Now I want to make sure that I am pasting with air when I do this. So click check. Now if you zoom in here, you can actually see this little section. Let me go ahead and select this. I'm going to select my wood and I'm going to paint it so you can actually hopefully see these this jigsaw pattern that's happening here on the outside. And the hardest thing about this is getting rid of this, but you can't do it all at one time. You have to do procedurally from the top to the bottom to get rid of it. And here in a moment I'll kind of go over that on how to actually get rid of this. So let's take our selection tool, and as you can tell I've got this jigsaw pattern. And let's start at the top here. Instead of selecting that one, I'm going to come over like probably 2, do a copy, and then I'm going to come back and move this up to where I can see it. And I'm going to put it right there where I took it from and paste it right next to it. And as you can tell, that first jigsaw is now gone. Now I'm going to go all the way down this and do pretty much the same thing. As long as you grab a clean one, you're going to be okay. Now depending on the pitch of your roof, if it's a pretty much an exact 45, then you could probably use the same piece all the way down it. But if your pitch is not a 45-degree angle, each one of these is going to be different. So that's pretty much why I'm having to grab one at a time as I go down this. Copy this, paste. Copy, paste. Now I chose to do a 2 voxel thick beam for a reason, because it's going to kind of help speed up this tutorial. If you use a single voxel, you're going to have to do this single voxel technique on both sides pretty much by itself. There is no copying one side to the other, because all it's going to do is pretty much distort it. And I think I missed one there, so let's go ahead and fix that while I'm at it. There we go. Copy this one and paste it in. And I'm almost done with this one side. We'll grab this last one, paste it in. Okay, so there we go. It's clean on this side, but I still have this side to do. Being that this thing is 2 voxels thick, I can literally grab my select tool, come all the way down, and select that whole entire section, copy it, paste it, bring it down, put it on my arrows this way for the length of it, and let me bring this up so you can see it. Bring my arrows in the direction that I want it to mirror, hit my V key to mirror it, and I'll drag this one over to the other side and paste it on top of the other side. And as you can see, you've got these little white dots. This is what's going to be filled in when I paste it, so let's paste. And that cleans up all the little deformations, and now I've got it clean on both sides. The next thing I want to do is take my add tool and fill in this little section here and up here at the very top, like so. Now if you look at this very bottom, you see how it's got a little, it kind of lips out. It's not a straight edge. If you come on the inside of your angle, don't grab any other ones from here, only grab this first one. That's usually a 45-degree angle, or whatever angle it is that you're actually working with. I copied this. Let's paste it, and I'm going to hit V to mirror it, V to mirror it again in the other direction. Let's scroll this out, bring it down, and let's paste it right there and right there on those 2 locations. And you can see it's cleaned that up quite a bit. Change that material, so now it looks really clean. Now after you've got this particular rib done, we can grab a section of it, grab this outside section here, pull up that whole thing, copy it. I'm going to paste it. Let's bring this out. Make sure I'm directly lined up with it. And you can put your spacing however you want it, like this. So let's give it a little bit of space here, like so. And I'll select both of them. Control C to copy, Control V to paste. Let's bring this down. And pretty much put it exactly on top of the other. Paste. And move our way down the length of that roof. So now we have multiple ribs. And I can come up here at the very top, select that top here, and fill that section in. I can select the whole entire thing, copy it, paste it. V to mirror it. Bring this out and down. Line it up. And paste. So now I have a pretty intricate roofing system here, and it's all about filling in the end caps and